What's going on, everybody? Welcome to CS5 Gaming, bringing you another mask video. Now, I have a few masks here I want to show you. A couple of these masks, actually, I had worn while I was doing the Q&A video, and you guys were commenting on them, so I want to kind of bring them out and get a little more in-depth and kind of show you exactly what they are and, you know, what it took to actually make these. Now, the first mask I'm going to show you is actually a Part 6 mask that I made a little while ago. Now, this wasn't in the Q&A video, but before I make tutorial videos, I actually do a couple little practice runs on specific masks so I get the coloring right and get some of the techniques right. And so when I am making the video, it can go a little bit more streamlined and give you the information that you guys exactly need. So I really do like the way that this Part 6 turned out. I got it a little more movie accurate than my last Part 6 as far as coloring and as far as like where the blood effects actually are. So what I ended up doing was I had, I think, 25 photos of like the actual blood splatter, and this is actually relatively really close. I got the bullet hole here, obviously, the way the blood is positioned on the eye and the blood on the side of the face. I did take a little bit of liberties with the amount, though, but it is still relatively accurate to the movie. Now, the coloring is a lot more closer to the movie than my last mask. My last Part 6 was actually a bit more yellow. This has more of like a nice almond earth tone to it with just a little bit of yellow. Now, I only added a little bit of yellow because I wanted to make it look a little bit dingier, a little more older. I did add the pop rivets onto the side of the mask, which I didn't do on my last one. And I went ahead and I darkened up around the edge because I like a nice darken up around the edge of the mask because it makes it look like it's been sitting on his face for a long time. So yes, I really love the way this Part 6 turned out, and when I do make my tutorial video, this is more or less what it's going to kind of look like so you guys can see. And you know what, it really wasn't that expensive, so that's even a good thing. Alright, the next mask I'm going to show you here was actually inspired by the Punisher, obviously. I got the logo right up there on the TV monitor, and I mean, it's not the exact, you know, Punisher emblem, but it was a very nice little design. I wanted to keep it more Jason-esque, you know, hockey mask style, so I didn't put the large darkening around the eyes. I wanted it to focus to look like an actual hockey mask. And this was actually relatively easy, you know, quick outline, paint. I did, you know, weather it up, make it with my yellowing and black, so it looks kind of dingy. I did add some blood splatter to the side, which I think is a very nice touch. I went with the white strapping mainly for the fact is I had a whole bunch of this left, and I figured the theme itself, black and white, and I think it would actually look pretty good. And you know what? It actually turned out really nice. I do like the way this did turn out. I might change a few things on the next one. I will maybe make this a larger portion up here, you know, narrow the teeth so it actually looks more like the logo, as you can see here. A larger skull, narrower teeth, and I think that's the route I'm going to go with the next one. So yes, I do like this mask here. Alright, so this mask, bringing up next is, you guys, there was a lot of comments about this particular one. This is the Call of Duty Ghost mask. Now, I'm actually quite surprised a lot of you were able to identify it right away, which is really cool. So this actually was not that easy of a mask to make. It took a really long time for me to figure out the actual painting technique that was used for this, and once I figured it out, it was really simple after that. But about 4 hours, I think it took me to actually make this mask. Now, this is not the exact design as the Ghost emblem, obviously, but it's relatively close, and I didn't want to mirror the exact design. I wanted to kind of create something on my own, but still have that look to where when you see it, you know it's from Call of Duty Ghost. I got the nice little crack that runs along the face, which is representative to the actual logo. You know, some of the cracks that they have actually on it, and it actually looks extremely weathered. It looks extremely old. It looks like somebody painted it and it looked good, and then 10 years later this is what you get. Now, I probably will make a tutorial on how to make this one someday, because this is just a really cool mask to make, and I want everybody to kind of know how to do it because it really wasn't that expensive. It just took a long time for me to figure out how to do it. So yes, I love this particular mask. Okay, so a little recap here. We got the Ghost mask, which is super awesome. The Part 6 mask, which is more or less this is what it's going to look like when I make the actual tutorial for it. And then the inspired by the Punisher one. Okay, so I do have one more thing I want to kind of show you. Now, this here is a blank. Okay, so when I order these masks off of eBay, they kind of come like this. Sometimes they're black or green or yellowing or whatever, but they more or less look like this. what I might end up doing, I might pick some people at random and might give out about 5 or 6 of these to you guys so you guys can make your own masks. Is that something that you want me to do? Let me know in the comments below if you want me to give out blanks to my subscribers or to whomever wants one so you can make your own Jason mask. And the only stipulation would be, if you do acquire one of these, you got to send me a photo of what it looks like when it's done. So let me know down below, is this something that you guys want? All right, so, okay, thank you so much for stopping by. This is CS5 signing out, and I hope to see you in the next video.